Collective, for this reading, we're going to start with the Truth or the Lie deck. That's what Spirit's calling me to start with. So take the message if it fits, leave it if it doesn't. I love you guys. If you're new and you come across this video, please hit the follow button. I appreciate all your guys' support, helping me grow. I'm almost to my 10,000 goal. So any of you guys who are helping me along the way, just know that I am so very grateful, and I cannot thank you enough. I love you guys. All right, Spirit, please and thank you. Who needs to hear a message? Okay, it's a lie. Let's see what they lying about. You know, I think it's kind of funny how the truth hardly ever comes out in this deck. But anyways, they are not a workaholic, but they're working on something. Okay, so somebody is lying about what they do when they go to work. Okay, this came up in another reading we did the other day. This could be the same energy where someone's like meeting up instead of working. They're meeting up and, you know, having some sort of sexual relationship when they should be at work. Okay, they're not here to support you. They're here to take you down. Okay, yeah, somebody who wants to possibly take you down. This could be their secret coming to light. They're deciding between you and another person. Is this competition worth it to you? Okay, so maybe the other person they're meeting up with when they should be at work is trying to take you down, Collective, and your person who's being a fucking liar, okay, they think they got a choice. The only reason why this idiot has a choice is because they're being a liar, because they're not telling you that, hey, I got you in some secret competition when I'm supposed to be at work. I'm really meeting up in a hotel room with this jealous, envious karmic who's on your tip, okay, who wants to be you, who's competing with you. So you know what? They don't really have a choice. They made their choice when they got all sneaky and went behind your back and started meeting up with this person, okay, when they should be working and bringing things into the household instead, right? Yeah, they're too busy thinking that they're all that, I guess. I'm sorry, I'm getting a little passionate about this because this is bullshit. And nobody deserves this, Collective. And so this person's got you in some sort, or maybe this already happened. This could be something you're already let go of, you're already healing over, okay? Put yourself where you go on the timeline. But what this is, somebody you were in a relationship with should have been at work doing the right thing. Instead, they were meeting up with a karmic, okay? This karmic is trying to take you down, but doing it like secretly, not in your face saying, hey, I'm sneaking around with your partner. No, they don't have the balls to do that. They're a karmic, okay? So this person's like secretly trying to sabotage you, take you down, compete with you while they're sleeping with a partner who's supposed to be at work, bringing, you know, support into your household, right? That's what I'm seeing here. And the person who, you know, that's supposed to be your partner thinks they have options because they got you in this competition. They're trying to decide between you and this other person. But the thing is, they only have options because they're not being honest with you. Because I guarantee you, if you knew what this person was up to, you'd make sure you were removed yourself from the equation, because you are nobody's option, Collective. You ain't nobody's option, baby. And they know this. Whoever's doing this, they know that if you knew the truth about what's really going on, they wouldn't have any options. They'd have to be stuck with this karmic that they've been running around with. Okay? That's what I'm seeing off these three cards. It's a fucking liar you're dealing with. Tell me more about this energy. Yeah. DL on the side, spinning the block. So someone they keep going back to. They could be of the same sex, don't have to be, or they're just keeping a sexual secret, okay? They're trying, these two think that they're smooth. They think they're cute, okay? They think they're cute because they just can't let go of each other. Why do we keep coming back to each other? Why do we keep being karmic? Why? You must be so important to me because we just seem to fall into bed every single time, right? You got to be somebody special to me, right? Well, what it is they both got a karmic lesson to learn, is what it is. But they think they're something to somebody because they keep spinning the block back around to each other, okay? This karmic energy here. And they keep it all secretly, secret, hush, hush. Oh, Lord, have mercy. The seeds they have sown are coming back to them full force, is what I'm hearing. And they know it, and they're depressed, okay? I feel like you already let this go, collective. Let's see where you're at energetically. Are you currently dealing with this, or is this your past? Collective, what is your energy as it pertains to this? Okay, some of you guys, you've been in mental conflict about this, okay? You know the truth, but maybe you haven't gotten confirmation, and maybe this is your confirmation, baby. That, yeah, this person you've been dealing with is a shady-ass mother. Okay? Your energy is you have been feeling like you're in some mental conflict, mental battle. You could be under spiritual warfare because of this karmic, okay, who's going to do the most to compete with you, except for come to your face and be an upstanding person and speak a truth. No, they won't do that, okay? But they'll do everything from, stealing your hair and putting it in a spell, trying to put you in a jar, or whatever else they've been doing, going to the graveyard. They'll do all that to try to take you down, okay? But they won't come to your face and be honest and say, hey, this is what's going on, and, I'm woman enough or man enough to settle this, face to face. Let's have a conversation. Let's get the truth out there. No, this person won't do that. So they're going to get karma. They're going to get karma for as long as they've been trying to leave you sitting in this mental conflict over here. Just know that. So, collective, what is your advice? I feel like the advice is to bring yourself out of this mental conflict and understand if you're feeling mentally conflicted, then it's your intuition telling you something ain't right. Okay? Don't ignore your intuition. If something don't feel right, then it ain't right, honey. And even if you don't have proof or you can't put your finger on it exactly right now, trust me, you'll get the answers after you make a move to protect your peace, to bring yourself out of mental conflict. So if it's giving you mental conflict and you know it ain't right, okay? It doesn't feel right, then it ain't right. There's something there that is triggering your internal guidance system here. And so Spirit's asking you to trust your intuition and don't sit there in mental conflict, okay, a second longer than you have to, because you are capable of pulling yourself out of this situation. You are capable of seeing the truth, okay? You are capable of taking your power back from this. Yeah, because you are a divine being. You're the Ace of Cups, okay? You give nothing but love, honey, and you deserve nothing less in return. And I think your ancestors are pissed off that you have been sitting in this Five of Swords energy for as long as you have, when these two are sitting on the truth. These two are sitting on the truth. All they got to do is have an honest conversation, but they're too cowardly to do so. Okay? And so this is why they're going to get a big, hefty dose of karma for their actions, for their secrets, for their diabolical whatever they're up to here. Like, don't think they're getting away with this, because they're not. Spirit's telling you they see you as a very compassionate, creative, loving person. You're highly spiritual. You're very intuitive. You are extremely intuitive. Okay? That's why I think your ancestors are a little pissed too, because it's like they're playing with your intuition. Okay, this is torture for someone who's intuitive. This energy that you're in because of this person and their sneaky ways, like that's so, it's torturous. This person, whether they're doing it they're doing it on purpose because they're not telling you the truth, right? But to be intuitive and to know things the way that you know things, but not to have the part, like, you might even ask this person and they lacked giving you confirmation when they should have spoke up. When you asked them about this, they should have spoke up. That was their opportunity to put everything out on the line, right? But they didn't do that. They'd rather let you sit there knowing that you're in this Five of Swords, driving yourself crazy, probably questioning, trying to figure out, are you crazy? Are you being too much? Or is something really going on, right? Like, they know. And this is just cruel. This is cruel. This person is cruel. That's what Spirit's saying. And so you're going to get your justice, honey. Yeah, and they're mentally, this is a karmic masculine who's mentally, emotionally unstable, because that's where he wanted to leave you. He tried to leave you there, but this is his. This is his energy that's going back to him and whoever he's been playing with.